so I finally grew out my nails for the last year, so I can finally do some nail art, which will be fun, I hope. So this is the Holo Taco Linear Holo. And I'm just going to show you a bunch of different things I'm using. This is the one coat black, as you will see when I show you the bottom. And then this is the base coat. Yes, I'm showing you these way out of order of what I'd actually be using them in. Actually, I think I just got them backwards. Alright, and then this is the newest Holo Taco collection that I actually finally bought a collector's box for. Warning, high voltage holo, as it says on the inside of the box. And here's where I show you the absolute wrong one, proving once and for all that I think I am probably colorblind. So I am showing you the blue one, but I'm going to be using the green one, so I have to put it back. And then there we go, this is the right one. So I'll be using this as well for my nail art. So I'm mostly using Holo Taco products in this video. And then this thing, which are not Holo Taco. So I start off with the base coat, of course, which makes sense because the base coat goes at the bottom. I have an absolutely unsteady hand, as you could all probably see here. Again, I haven't really done any nail art ever, and I actually bit my nails the last like 30 years. I'm 31, and this past year, since last April, I haven't bitten my nails, which is actually really excellent for me. I've tried several times to stop, and this is the first time it's been effective. And of course it helps when you have to wear a mask everywhere because you can't really put your fingers in your mouth now, can you? So I'm just trying my best, and this is the first time I've done any nail art, and you will be able to see that. And here's where I remember to wrap the tip on one nail, and I don't do it for any of the other ones or at all going forward after that one. So then we do the thumbnail, where I pretty much flooded the cuticle there, and I will do so again, and you will see. Yeah, I was just trying to get full coverage, and I was just not doing the greatest job, as much as I could have. And now I'm just waiting for it to dry. So I start doing my finger dancing, which you'll see a bunch of during this video. Then I show you close-ups of the nails, because I don't know what to do with myself while I'm waiting for it to dry. So I'm just dancing across the desk like I would be when I'm playing with my cat, even though she's not even in the room, because now my hands just naturally do these things. Now, I don't know why I was showing the underside of my nails, but I was. Now I'm checking to see if they're dry enough for me to do the next coat, because I'm trying to do like the fingerprint and I'm just touching them way too much, and I know that, but I think I was just like, oh, it feels very smooth, so I wanted to touch it over and over again. So now we have the Holo Taco one coat black, and yes, it's supposed to be one coat, and it is, but I am bad at things, so as you will see, I kind of curve there, and that's partially because I have an unsteady hand and partially because I have those annoying nails that curve around and bend in when they get too long. So if you saw the video with Sophia Nygaard where she talks about that when she's doing her nails.
How am I doing this wrong?
That nail is snaggly.
I know, once it gets long, it starts like curving under itself.
Yeesh.
Maybe I should invest more care.
I have that same issue once mine get too long, so I got them as long as I could for this video, and as soon as these become as faded as possible, I'm going to just get rid of the nail polish and cut my nails down again. See, here's where I have to try to get to the curve of the nail because it's bending underneath. And yes, this is a very messy job, and I know that. I'm taking a very Bob Ross approach to painting my nails where it's all happy accidents, and I know it'll wash off later, so I'm not going to worry about it right now. I didn't have any liquid latex, so I didn't really bother worrying about what got on my skin because I knew it would wash off eventually. It's not like I was going anywhere. I don't leave the house, so I wasn't worried about it looking too perfect. Again, this is my first nail art in general and my first nail art video, so I wasn't overly concerned. I was just like, this will be a fun thing to do while I have time. And then it took forever for me to get the video clips to cooperate with me, so this is now going up maybe almost 4 days after I'd actually done it. But yeah, so I know this is a one coat black and I'm putting on more than one coat, but it does give you full coverage on the one coat. I'm just really shaky with my hands still. I don't have as steady of a hand as I would have liked. And I'm still getting used to painting my nails because I never really did it before. Because they were so short, there was really no point. And this one, I don't know what I was doing. I was just like, yeah, here you go. That's good enough. I'll just get more. It'll be fine. And so I flooded the cuticles all over the place and made my thumb a very big mess. Which, you know, again, I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm just trying to get it finished and make it look somewhat okay. So now they're all done, so I'm doing my little finger dances again because now I have to wait for them to dry. And I'm an incredibly impatient person. And now we have these little folds and I'm yelling because my fingernails were not dry yet. So I had to do this one over and over again. I think my pinky nail has like 4 layers of one coat black because every time it seemed dry enough, it was not. And so I had to keep redoing it. So here's me trying to actually do it and have it come out well on my thumb. So I actually just really go for it. And I know that you're supposed to peel those off almost immediately. I know some places say like, oh yeah, you can let it dry. Like, no, I'm not gonna let it dry because then it'll peel off way more than you want it to. And I know that because of Christine, and that's why I have Holo Taco. I learned everything I know about all of this from her, so I trust what she's saying. I know she's been doing this way longer than me, so despite the fact that we are the same age, but I never really had long nails until now. So I'm just, yeah, I know I'm like gooping it on there. I'm just trying to make it look opaque. And then you get to watch me struggle a lot in this video of me trying to get these things on and off. So you can kind of tell on the thumbnail that it didn't come off completely clean and it did mess up some of the black, but I was like, I'm not gonna deal. I don't care anymore. I'm just gonna try to get these done. As you can see with my crooked placement of this one, where I'm just like, you know what? These are Medusa inspired nails. Medusa wasn't perfect. We don't have to be perfect either. As long as we have the inspiration, that's what matters. And I have the black and the green, and that's what I wanted to do. So, I'm just trying my best. And then I go to peel it off again, and I have difficulty again for whatever reason. I don't know why I couldn't get it off. But it went diagonal instead of the way I wanted it to because the way I placed it, it looked to me like it was okay. But then I took it off and I was like, oh, that's really wonky. And here's me struggling trying to get it off the pad again. I made the mistake of not getting them off before I painted my nails when they were still slightly wet. So I was trying to get them off and not mess up my nails. And it just did not work out very well. Now my middle finger, it came out like the worst because I kept breaking my middle fingernail and I didn't want to have to wait for them to grow out again. So I was just like, you know what, screw it, I'm just gonna do it, it's fine. Because if I keep waiting, I'm just gonna keep breaking this middle nail. I don't know why I keep breaking my middle nail, I just do. And it's like the whitest nail bed I have. And then it just came out like that. And I was like, you know what? I don't care. Good enough. That is my new motto. Good enough. Just like grad school. I finished. And that's what matters. Good enough. So here I am again, struggling, trying to get it. So I wanted to line them up. So what I was painting was the nail that hung over the end of my finger. And so I got this one, and this one probably came out the best, which was good because this was the accent nail. So I was like, you know what? That works. 1 out of 5 is still better than none. So I was just really happy that I was managed to get this one to be kind of okay, even though I had that curved around nail. As you can see, this is where it's curving inward on that side, so I had to keep painting over there to try and make sure I had the full coverage. And then I went to go and let it sit for a minute before I pulled off the little tape, and it came up too. So I was like, I'm so done with these little stickers. They're so sticky. And I was like, okay, I've given up on these. I don't want to use them anymore. And so I'm just looking at these, and they look kind of awful, but I know I will fix them later, so it's fine. This is fine. It'll be okay. So there's the side view, and so now I'm checking my pinky to make sure it's completely dry. And I was like, you know what, I don't want these anymore. I'm not even gonna bother. I'm just gonna go straight for it, and I'm just decided to put the green right on, and I was just like freehanding it because why not? I was sick of using the sticker and having it pull up the nail polish. And I know I should have had a glossy taco over it before I put on the stickers that were fully dry. But again, I'm an incredibly impatient person, so I just decided this is good enough. And this is another nail that was like curving inward, so it has that big goop on the side. And so it just got really goopy, and I was like, I give up. I'll just let it be goopy. I don't feel like redoing it. So that's why it looks like there's a big blob on it, because there is. So I just left it that way. So yeah, it looks like that big gloop is there. And you know what? That just means that little piece that likes to curl in has extra protection if I bump it against anything. That's my reasoning for it. That's what happened. I was doing it on purpose. So now we have the little snake sticker, and now you get to watch me struggle again because it was super hard to get off that freaking sticker sheet, and I'm just trying to put it on my fingernail and I cannot get it to dislodge from my other finger. And I'm trying to get it in between the like pointer of my other finger so I can lay it down. And it actually went on pretty easy once I got it, and it went on the way exactly how I wanted it to. So it was like the only thing that went the way I wanted it to while I was doing this video, and that's it. And it was still a pain in the butt for me to do. Like, it did what I wanted it to, but it was still just so obnoxious. And now I'm like, okay, so I was rubbing my fingers together because I was trying to check if it was completely dry so I can put on the next part. So now we have the linear holo, as I show you, holo taco. It says linear holo on the bottom. And so that's what I'm gonna put as my last layer. I forgot the word layer, sorry. Yeah, so this is my last layer for the nail art, is the linear holo taco. I don't have any glossy taco anymore. The one that I did have actually got kind of icky, and I think that was my fault. It has nothing to do with Holo Taco's quality or anything, because as you can see, Holo Taco has great nail polish. I just am a baby in terms of being able to do nail art, so I'm just not doing things right, and I think I just left the glossy top coat open too long, so it got goopy, and that's on me. It's absolutely has nothing to do with the quality of the product. I just am very bad about doing things correctly in terms of taking care of my things. So I'll have to replace that soon, but I just decided that, you know what, a linear holo taco is all I need anyway. It's still a top coat. It's not a glossy top coat, but at least I'll have something covering the main thing. And having the linear holo taco over top actually made them look so much better. And the thumbnail actually came out really well. I was surprised and very pleased about it because I wasn't sure how well some of it was going to come out. But I think that the thumbnail, of course, and the accent nail came out the best, and I was really excited about both of those coming out as well as they did, even though they look kind of a mess right now. So this is me just doing my finger dances again because now I have to wait for things to dry again. And because, you know, I have no patience whatsoever, I'm just sitting there trying to do my little finger dances while I'm watching YouTube. That's why I did the voiceover, partially, because I was watching Lauren Z-Side, and there's me covering my middle finger because it's so bad. I'm just hiding it underneath the two nails that look a little bit better. And then there's the goopy pinky nail, and then there's the thumbnail that looks okay other than the, you know, flooded cuticles. So now I'm just doing my finger dances, trying to show off what I've done so far. And then I'm doing my up close of what the thumbnail looks like. That's what they should have all looked like, but alas, we cannot always be perfect. But hey, this is practice. This is my first time doing any kind of nail art like this, so I mean, I think I did pretty good for somebody who's never done anything like that. And here's my goopy pinky that I don't know what I was doing. So yeah, that was the finished product of hours of work, to be honest with you. I was so tired. And then here is what I used. I believe it was the full voltage. And here's my nails 2 days later, after I'd finished. After I'd washed my hands a couple of times and taken a shower, they actually look pretty good for all that time afterwards. So I like how they came out, and they stayed pretty okay. The aftermath means I have to clean up my desk, and I don't want to, but I respect these too much to leave them out.